16-10 in this second quarter.
We're seeing a 1-2-1-1 full court press now by Kingswood.
Intercepted by Morgan. Looking, pass down low, batted away, taken by Lavapacello. Gives to Larry Robjan. He's ahead of the field, goes up, and puts it in off glass for two. Larry Robjan, 34-21. Just about 2 minutes to go in this first half. Here's a shot from Morgan from the side is good. That's a 2-point field goal.
You can see that they have the individual skill. They're athletic, as you said. They shoot the ball up, but they just don't have a clue what to do as a team.
Scotty Fitz tried to go down low to Robjan. Ball loose on the floor, taken by Larry. Spins and a foul.
That's a perfect example. A player saves the ball underneath his own basket. He'd be better off letting it go out of bounds and set up the defense.
It's almost a cardinal rule when you do that, not to flip it back into the paint.
That's sounding too much like a coach's advocate. I'm saying that there's obviously no comparison between the way these two teams have been coached this season, because Kingswood is just disorganized in comparison to the way the execution that we're seeing from Kearsarge at both ends.
Well, classy move by the best fans in Class I with the horn.
I think that the people in Wolfboro are very good at self-promotion. Between being the oldest resort community in the country, the best fans in Class I think they pat themselves on the back a lot for nothing.
Well, unless they play a little better basketball, they could be the best team in the state, but they get eliminated early.
I just hope they have a good restaurant in Wolfboro that we can eat at after the game.
Here's Vizina, had a notion, pulls it back out in the paint, goes outside for the three-bagger, no good, out of bounds, off of Kingswood.
Kearsarge has got to get set up against this press, and if they have another turnover, then Marty's going to have to take a timeout to try to get them set, because they've had a couple of bad
Scotty
passes.
Fitz goes back to Blanchard. Somebody's got to come and help. Clock going down, but it's into Lavapacello. Pulls up for the jumper. Jeff's shot, it's an air ball, and it's taken by Kingswood with 1:08 to go. Foley looking, goes back out to Vizina. Cross court, shot up, no good. Rebound down low to Morgan. Larry Robjan's got to get a body in him. Long lead to Larry, ahead of the field, goes up for two, gets it right back. 37-25, 44 seconds. Osgood over to Foley, pulls it back out. Looking cross court. Back to Vizina. Puts it on the floor. The drive to the hoop, shot up, no good. Rebound. Vizina in a crowd, goes up, yes, and a foul.
I think Kearsarge is getting a little too aggressive in his zone right now. What they're doing is they're creating some rebounding and some dribbling opportunities by Kingswood, especially Robjan and Fitzgerald are kind of attacking and pressuring much too far away from the basket and creating a lot of gaps in the defense right now.
Matt Toy checks in for Jeremy Blanchard.
Well, I think what Marty wants now is another ball handler in against the pressure.
Vizina will try to complete the three-point play. His shot is up and good. Cougars ball, they have a 9-point lead with 20 seconds to go, and they work it over the midcourt line. Here's Robjan's jumper, no good.
Well, now they're going to have a trouble. If they get a shot up, they should get a second shot opportunity against this lineup for Kearsarge.
Ball loose on the floor, batted away. Here's Jeff Lavapacello, ahead of the field, drives, and a foul. Nice play by Jeff Lavapacello.
Kearsarge is just not hanging back at all tonight. They're not waiting for anything to come to them. They're going after everything. They're taking the game to Kingswood right now.
And Lavapacello will have a couple foul shots here with 4 seconds to go. An exciting first half of basketball. Jeff misses the first. 37-28. Makes a second. The lead is back to 10. Long pass over the head of Roberson, and we didn't lose any time on the clock yet.
Right now, the Kingswood team is taking out the Harry Carey knives and just committing hara-kiri. They're just slitting themselves in the throat right now. They're killing themselves, and Kearsarge is more than obliged to help with some good play.
Robjan receiving the illegal pass.
Well, what happens is he has to establish his feet in bounds before he receives the ball. He caught the ball and then landed in bounds.
38-28, 2 seconds to go, and Kearsarge will have the ball out of their own basket again.
That's a little ridiculous when you have two situations where you give Kearsarge 2 chances of the ball underneath their basket with 2 passes out of bounds in a row. I mean, you know, it's just, Kingswood is just killing themselves right now.
Kingswood is unraveled like a cheap suit here in the first half. Here's Scotty Fitz from the side, no good.
And they almost paid for that mistake too, but that's a good first half, a great first half, in fact, for Kearsarge. On the road, traveling up here to Wolfboro, New Hampshire, trailing 38-28 at the end of the first 2 quarters.
We'll be back with second half action after this.
Note the fact that, you know, obviously Scotty Fitzgerald is tied with Larry Robjan in scoring for us, but he's adding much more than just the point. His intangible benefits to the team may be much greater than that. Right now he's just bringing intensity, a confident attitude, a mentality to the rest of the team that's infectious and very important to what we're seeing on the floor right now.
Robjan, Choi, Blanchard, Fitzgerald, and Rogers on the floor for Kearsarge. Armstrong, Vezina, Foley, Osgood, and Roberson. Same 5 that started the game for Kingswood. Here's Osgood spinning. Kearsarge playing very good defense in that first half. Opening minute of play. Cougars by 10. They have led throughout. Foley faking, back out to Vezina. Still looking rather disorganized in their offense. Armstrong posting down low.
They just don't know what they want to do on offense right now.
Ball
or
almost,
all night for that matter.
Almost lost. Vezina. Kearsarge defense has to stop buying that 3-point fake by Vezina. I don't think he's going to take that shot. Fitzgerald to Blanchard, pull up, 3-pointer, no good, around and out, batted around, taken by Jeremy down low in a crowd looking, and he's tied up, and on the alternating arrow, Kearsarge will retain possession.
Kearsarge beating Kingswood most of the loose balls so far in this game, really going after it.
Yeah, the Cougars have won the battle of 50-50 basketballs, which is usually a good sign. Robjan to Trigger. To Toy, back out to Fitzgerald. Toy with a bounce pass to Scotty Fitz. For 3, Scott Fitzgerald. 41-28. Pass down low to Vezina. This is his territory. Shot up and gets the roll.
It's unfortunate they have to use him so much to handle the ball because they really should get him down the block. I think he'd be very difficult to handle tonight.
41-30 bounce pass to Robjan, who goes back into Calvin Rogers, and Kearsarge continues to do it down low. 43-30. Vezina for 3, and they're waving it off, I think.
No, I think they're going to count the baskets. It's a foul underneath on the rebound by Kingswood.
Long pass to Robjan. He's fouled big time by Dwight Armstrong.
Kingswood's going to be in an early bonus situation again in Kearsarge's favor if they continue to, play the way they've started out the first few minutes. They're obviously trying to put a little muscle on Kearsarge, see if Kearsarge will go away. Kearsarge's not inclined to do so as yet.
Kearsarge has too much confidence to go away at this point. Here's Jeremy Blanchard back out to Scotty Fitz, who starts his drive, gives to Jeremy, goes up, shot is blocked, turnaround no good, and a foul. It's going to be on Vezina, his third.
And with his style of play, it's going to be tough for him to stay out of any further foul trouble. His game is very physical.
Robjin to trigger, shot from the side, up, no good, rebound down low, taken by nobody, goes out of bounds off Vezina.
No, several games ago, Jeremy Blanchard wouldn't even look at that shot. He had lost his confidence. All the Kearsarge players playing with a great deal of confidence right now.
Well, at Christmas time, around that juncture of the schedule, the Kearsarge coaching staff was begging him to take that shot. Now he's taking it and making it. Scotty Fitz back out to Mattoy.
Good decision by Scotty. Probe the middle, but if it's not there, bring it back out.
Robjin down low to Calvin Rogers. Oh, they moved that basketball inside. One of the interesting things tonight to me thus far is the fact that Kingswood really hasn't used any timeouts to speak of. I don't think they've taken one, have they, Ed?
No, they haven't. In fact, I don't think either team has taken a timeout in the game. Kingswood's been a much more needed one than Kearsarge.
Osgood gets the roll for three, 45-36.
Kearsarge continues to get the easy baskets. Kingswood's baskets coming a lot harder.
Mattoy starts his drive, goes in the middle, and it's bounced off the foot of Vezina.
Well, Kingswood came into this game with a little bit of reputation in the basketball circles as a paper tiger with a lot of wins against teams that weren't of a solid caliber. So far, that's proving to be somewhat accurate, especially in the area of defense, where we heard they were somewhat weak. They like to score a lot of points, but gave up a lot. So far, Kearsarge taking them off the dribble whenever they want to, regardless of what defensive set they're in.
Scotty Fitz out to Mattoy and back to Fitzgerald. 9-point Kearsarge lead here in this third quarter. 4:44 to go. Marty Brown is going to go to the X here and try to slow it down a bit.
Well, he's trying to spread them out and continue to get the opportunities going to the basket as well. They're looking to score when they get in there.
Mattoy goes up strong, misses, ball loose on the floor, and saved by Kingswood. Here's Vezina. The pitch shot up, no good. Rebound by Vezina.
See, instead of going up strong and either getting the basket or getting the foul call, they want to make the great play and don't get anything out of it.
And we're going to have a foul.
A player like Scott Fitzgerald would have taken that right into the defense there and got to the free throw line. This player tries to avoid the contact and ends up missing the shot.
And if Kingswood's going to win this game, Vezina has to really stand up and be counted. He hasn't thus far.
He needs to get inside where he can do his real damage.
Oh, yeah, he's got to get on the right on the low docks. Here's a three-point attempt. Shot up, no good. Nice rebound. Good position by Calvin Rogers. Here's Scott Fitzgerald, gives to Robjin.
Question is, if you and I know that, I'm sure Coach Brown knows that's where he should be. I wonder if the coach for Kingswood is going to get that message at some point.
Rebound, Calvin Rogers from Larry Robjin. Larry Robjin has had his share of points and assists thus far this evening. 47-36, an 11-point Kearsarge lead. Here's Vezina, guarded by Scott Fitzgerald. Here's a jump shot, up, around, no good. Rebounded down low, loose, pitched out again. Vezina in the lane, driving, losing loose on the floor, taken by Scotty Fitz. A lead pass intended for Robjin is stolen by Roberson. Roberson back out to Foley for two, no good. Rebound, Jeremy Blanchard gives to Robjin, to Scotty Fitz. Little dump down to Robjin, up and a foul.
Well, a bad sign for Kingswood is on that fast break by Kearsarge. Craig Vezina was trailing the play at a trot. Never was in a position to help on a defense or help out on the boards. It appears that Kingswood may be nailing this one in, and Kearsarge is more than willing to take the, to take this all the way to Durham, because they're coming to play tonight and they deserve to win this game.
And that's a foul on Osgood? No. I don't know who that was on.
First one's good. I wouldn't be surprised if some of Vezina's attitude towards play right now has to do with the fact that his teammates are willing to pop up a quick outside shot and let him get his offense off the offensive board.
And with his body, he should careen around here like a young George McGinnis. Second gets in. Larry catches the roll. 48-36.
So 49-36, and there's 3:04 left in the third quarter.
Robjan out, Simone in. Here's Vezina. Goes over to Foley. Back out to Hooper, who checked in. Nothing doing inside for Kingswood this evening. Kearsarge smothering that inside game. 2:39 to go. Cougars by 13. Pass low. The dump down low to Vezina, but a foul.
I'm not sure that at any point this evening when Kingswood has gone into Vezina, they haven't at least got a free throw or a good shot or a basket out of it. I just, until that's defense, Kearsarge has been forced to make an adjustment to a double team or anything to try to take that away, because Kingswood just has taken it away for Kearsarge.
2:32 to go here, and Kingswood takes a long overdue timeout. They trail 49-36. I'm not sure from what I've seen. You know, the great players are people who really want the ball. I'm not sure this kid really wants the ball. I'm not sure he wants to take this game over.
That may be partially true, but I'm not sure also that his teammates want to give it to him, or that his coach is going to tell his teammates to give it to him, and that's also part of the problem. He shouldn't have to want it in the sense of going and getting in and forcing his offense. He should get his offense where he can, you know, meet the point of least resistance, which is 5 or 6 feet from the basket, where he can turn and move, use the power move to get to the basket. He's being asked to bring it to the basket to score from 20 to 25 feet away from the basket.
I mean, we have a lot of respect for Scott Fitzgerald, but when Vezina's got the ball and taken it to Hoop, and he pulls up because Scott's in his path, I mean, physically, that's not a match.
Or maybe more than a match when you talk about Hart.
You're right there. 49-36, Vezina with 2 shots. First is no good. Rattles in and out. 2:32 to go. Cougars leading by 13. Vezina will try to cut it to 12. Misses a second, and Jeff Lavapacello picks up the rebound, keeps it in. Long lead to Robjan. Brings it back out. Ball batted around and stolen. Pass down low.
Good hustle.
Intended for Foley. Nice.
Jeff filled down the middle Jeff Lavapacello filled the middle very well, taking away the pass across the lane that was there to defense it.
Jeff is out now, and Matt Toy will check in. 2:19 to go. Cougars by 13. Here's Vezina. Looking to go inside on Simone. Kicks it back out. Jump shot. Rattles around and in for Mike Foley.
I think I agree with you. In that last sequence, I thought he could have taken it right up over Matt Simone. Vezina, and just went up and challenged the freshman.
He's a great player. He's got to do that. 1:58 to go. Kearsarge by 11. A little bit of a spread here. Scotty Fitz. The dump to Cal Rogers.
Offensive.
And an offensive foul on Calvin. Calvin's second.
Scotty Fitzgerald's getting into a little talking with the officials over here. Marty's got to